Turn to M3 and Karen B for this week's episode of Comply on the Fly. You'll get quick and timely answers to the most common employee benefits compliance questions so you and your business can keep moving ahead. Please note this podcast and the contents herein do not constitute legal advice. Please seek the advice of counsel for any benefit compliance-related implementation, guidance, or strategy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen B., and the Comply on the Fly question of the week is, how do I handle temporary employees or interns for ACA purposes or Affordable Care Act purposes? This is a great question as we head into the summer months, and many employers are looking to hire seasonal employees and interns. First, remember that the ACA shared responsibility provisions, which are applicable to large employers, which remember are those employers that have 50 or more full-time and full-time equivalent employees based on the previous calendar year, must offer affordable, valuable coverage to 95% of their full-time employees or potentially receive penalties. So it is important to properly identify your full-time employees, which can be done by utilizing either the monthly measurement method or the look-back measurement method. If using the monthly measurement method, how you categorize people or what you call them is not relevant. If someone works 130 hours in a month, they get an offer. On the other hand, if you use the look-back measurement method, then there are categories of employees, and you must properly categorize an employee at the time of hire. This can be determined by how you have advertised the position or your intent for the role at the time of hire. So, what are those categories? There are only 4. Full-time, meaning an employee will definitely be working 30 or more hours per week. Part-time, meaning an employee will definitely be working less than 30 hours per week. Variable hour, which means you cannot predict the hours an employee will work. And seasonal, which means you hire someone into a position which you anticipate will last 6 months or less, and it's tied to a season, like summer or winter. As you will note, there is no category for temporary employees. So if you hire someone in with full-time hours and it's not seasonal, you have to treat the person as full-time upon hire and offer coverage. But what about interns? Well, again, there is no category for interns. So they would either be full-time, part-time, variable hour, or seasonal if considered a summer intern. Remember, the only category that requires an immediate offer of coverage is full-time, or at least within 3 months of hire. The remaining categories require an initial measurement period from date of hire to determine full-time status. And there's our Comply on the Fly question of the week. Thanks for tuning in.
What's on your mind? If you have a pressing compliance question, send it to askkarenb@m3ins.com. We'll do our best to cover it in an upcoming episode. You can now follow and subscribe to Comply on the Fly on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. Make sure to tune in next week and encourage others to join us.